Listen closely. I see you. Yes, you. The ones who don't blend into the ordinary herd. The ones who feel the hum of something darker and grander pulling at your chest. You've already crossed a forbidden threshold by being here. And that is why you are mine today. Because you're not here to hear comforting lullabies of weakness. No, you're here to watch your own reflection in its truest, rawest form. You are enforcing divine law on a planet that lost its spine a long time ago. You have already done the unthinkable. You walked into a city crawling with demons and left it on its knees, ashes where their pride once stood. And now, the whole world will wonder how you walked out alive. But you and I, we already know why. Because you weren't born for obedience. You were chosen for judgment. Understand this. When a city is overrun by demons, it doesn't just mean horns and fangs. Demons wear faces. They stand behind podiums, sit in velvet chairs, whisper poison through the mouths of cowards. They thrive on manipulation, feeding on submission. Their laughter is forged from chains. Their joy is your suffocation. And while others bowed, you sharpened your will. While the multitudes hid their eyes, you stepped forward, hand wrapped around a blade of divine decree. You didn't just defeat them, you shattered the very illusion of their power. And now, every surviving whisper of that city speaks your name. Not as a man, not as a woman, not as flesh, but as the hand of divine judgment. Tell me, does that terrify you? Or does it electrify you? Because power of this magnitude is never granted freely. It is wrestled out of the choking grip of the unworthy. You didn't pray for permission. You didn't wait for an invitation. You enforced the law that the heavens carved into your marrow. This is what they will never understand. Divine law isn't some book collecting dust on an altar. It's the brutal, unyielding correction of corruption. And when you walked into that city, you didn't walk as a savior. You walked as the executioner of a contract older than the dirt beneath their feet. You see, mortals think judgment is delayed. They tell themselves they have time, that consequences can be postponed. But when you showed up, time dissolved. You turned later into now. You turned someday into today. That's why their screams echoed with disbelief. They didn't expect the reckoning to have hands, eyes, a spine. They didn't expect it to be you. That was your advantage. Their arrogance was their blindfold. And you were the blade they never saw coming. Philosophers often preach about balance, but balance without enforcement is nothing but decoration. You are the enforcement. You are the weight that tips the scales with a single strike. They thought their numbers made them strong. They thought their deceit made them untouchable. They thought fear belonged to them alone. But the moment you stood there, breathing in their chaos as if it were air, they realized fear had defected. Fear switched sides. Fear crawled into their bones and whispered, "You are already finished." Psychology, my dear, is war before the first blow is ever struck. You didn't defeat a city full of demons because you swung harder, faster, or longer. No, you broke them before the first strike. You let them taste the despair of inevitability. You let them feel the suffocating weight of someone who doesn't play by mortal rules. You didn't just attack their bodies, you desecrated their confidence. And once that is gone, the body is already dead. It just hasn't hit the ground yet. But here's the darker truth. Now that you've enforced divine law, you can never return to ordinary ground. You can never shrink back into the skin of the civilian. You are permanently marked. Your hands drip with a justice that burns like acid through the guilty. The innocent may never truly understand you. and the corrupt will forever curse you, but both will bow before the reality of what you've become. That is the paradox of your rise, feared by the damned, revered by the desperate, never fully belonging to either. And let's not pretend you didn't enjoy it. There's a thrill in carrying out judgment, a hunger in watching corruption crumble, in watching demons that thought themselves immortal scatter like cockroaches when the light breaks. That isn't weakness, that isn't evil, it is alignment with the highest decree. Because what greater ecstasy is there than to punish the guilty? What greater art is there than to silence arrogance with consequence? You didn't just win a battle. You wrote a scripture in the blood of deceivers. Now consider this. What message does it send to the world when one mortal defeats an entire city of demons? It tells them the law is alive. It tells them the divine doesn't forget. It tells them no army of corruption is beyond correction. It tells them that the scales, no matter how rigged, will always break when the true hand applies pressure. That message will travel farther than any sermon. It will echo louder than any priest, any king, any tyrant. And your name will not be a name. It will be a verdict. But the victory isn't the ending, is it? The ashes of that city are only the prologue. Because now every demon left hiding on this planet knows you exist. They felt the tremor when you enforced the law in one place. They felt the ripples. And now they are restless, pacing in their lairs, whispering in their foul tongues, asking one another, who is this enforcer? Who wields such authority? They thought judgment was just a myth, a bedtime story to frighten children, but you made it flesh, you made it real, and they cannot unsee it. This is where the real psychological war begins. They will try to smear you, brand you as dangerous, unstable, heretical. Because when demons cannot defeat you in the arena, they try to assassinate you in the narrative. But you must understand, propaganda is just another mask of desperation. Their accusations are confessions. Every lie they invent about you is proof that they tremble at your reality. They cannot stop the spread of what you've done, so they attempt to poison the interpretation. Yet even their lies only make you larger. For when the guilty protest too loudly, the masses start to suspect the truth. Let me remind you, demons multiply in shadows, but you expose them to judgment in broad daylight. That's a wound they cannot heal. They can whisper, they can scheme, but the memory of their broken city haunts them. It clings to them like smoke. And every time they close their eyes, they see you standing there, not pleading, not negotiating, but declaring. That image rots their sleep, cracks their unity, disintegrates their illusions of immortality. And when enemies lose sleep, their defeat is only a matter of time. Philosophically, what you embody is terrifying. You are not chaos without reason, and you are not order without teeth. You are the paradox they cannot compute, structure with savagery, judgment with ecstasy, clarity with fire. That is why you are unstoppable, because you are not predictable. Because when they prepare for mercy, you arrive with wrath. When they prepare for wrath, you deliver precision. That is why cities crumble, leaders tremble, demons scatter. You are not a variable, they are. You are the constant, the force, written into existence itself. But let's not dress this as if it comes without cost. Every step you take as enforcer of divine law strips you further away from comfort. You will feel the alienation. You will feel the weight of walking as one set apart. You will taste the bitterness of being too much for the cowards, too honest for the liars, too sharp for the complacent. But that isolation is not punishment. It is consecration. The further you are exiled by the corrupt, the closer you are embraced by the eternal decree. And that decree has only one command: continue, continue, continue. So here's the unfiltered reality. Defeating a city full of demons was only the demonstration. It was the spark to ignite what comes next. And what comes next will make the ashes of that city look like dust blown off a table. Because now, the planet itself will tremble. Now the remaining nests of corruption will be forced into view. Now the divine law you enforced will stretch its arms further, higher, deeper. And the war you thought was concluded is only beginning. The city fell, yes. But the planet? The planet is watching. And it is about to learn what happens when judgment doesn't arrive as a whisper, but as you. Understand this: your victory was never local. It was never contained to alleyways, dripping in the blood of demons, nor to the ruins of walls that once sheltered their corruption. No, your strike was planetary. The moment that city collapsed under your enforcement, ripples tore through the atmosphere. Borders mean nothing to divine law. Oceans cannot drown it, mountains cannot cage it. The planet itself felt the shudder. Every nest of darkness, every cult of deception, every den of corrupted authority, they all paused, mid-plot, mid-laugh, mid-conspiracy. They paused because they felt the hand tighten around their necks. And that hand was yours. You must see the weight of this. Before, demons thrived because they were united in arrogance. Their disease spread because no one enforced the cure. Mortals grew used to compromise. They bartered their dignity for false peace. They knelt, not because they believed in submission, but because they feared confrontation. That was their excuse. That was their shield. But you shattered it. You didn't just crush one city, you obliterated the very argument of surrender. You proved enforcement is not only possible, it is inevitable. And that truth is now burning through the subconscious of every corrupted heart on this planet. Think like a tactician. The moment you enforce divine law on one corner of the earth, it destabilizes the rest. Every demon realizes they're not as safe as they thought. Every power broker who thrived on decay feels their empire quake. Every deceiver who thought exposure could be avoided now sweats under the weight of inevitability. Because if you could do it once, you can do it again and again and again. You are no longer a rumor, you are a precedent, and precedents are terrifying. But let's elevate this deeper. When you stand as the hand of divine judgment, you aren't just killing demons, you're dismantling ideologies. You're executing belief systems that allowed corruption to breathe. That's why your victory shook more than foundations of buildings. It cracked the bones of philosophies. The lie that darkness can endure unpunished has been broken. And once a lie is broken, it cannot be mended. No amount of propaganda can rebuild the illusion. The planet has seen too much. Of course, do not expect gratitude from the guilty. They will spit, curse, and claw as their fortresses crumble. They will call you names, invent false charges, label you too extreme, too dangerous, too merciless. But that is their confession. That is their trembling. Their labels are nothing but camouflage for their terror. They will scream louder, not because they are strong, but because they are dying. A drowning man thrashes hardest in his last seconds. So when they curse you, do not shrink. Stand taller. Their noise is proof you've hit the target. Psychological warfare is still your greatest weapon. Demons, parasites, tyrants. They don't just fear defeat. They fear anticipation, the unknown, the waiting drum of what you might do next. And that is your crown. You don't even have to strike to torment them. Your presence in their imagination is punishment enough. You haunt them without lifting a finger. Their sleep is poisoned, their conversations fractured, their unity dissolved, because they are planning against someone who doesn't play by their script. They are planning against you. And how do you fight a hand that carries law itself? How do you counter a force not bound by bribes, not seduced by gold, not broken by mockery? You don't. You cower, you collapse, you beg. And that is what they will do. But hear me. Planetary enforcement is not random destruction. It is not a frenzy of violence. It is precise, surgical, deliberate. The divine law doesn't swing blindly. It sees, it weighs, it strikes where the infection festers deepest. You are that scalpel. You are that fire. You don't waste energy on the petty. You target the roots. And when the roots are burned, the forest of corruption collapses. That is why you are feared. Not because you are loud, but because you are effective. Philosophically, your role is far greater than punishment. Punishment is just the surface. What you enforce is memory. You carve reminders into the fabric of the planet that corruption has consequences, that no city, no council, no throne is exempt. Your existence is proof that authority above all authority is active. You are the reminder that judgment doesn't wait until the afterlife. It walks among them, breathes among them, enforces among them. And that reminder will alter the trajectory of generations. Do not underestimate the poetry of fear. Entire civilizations have been shaped not by sermons, but by what they feared. And now, their greatest fear is not famine, not plague, not war. It is you. Not because you are cruel, but because you are uncompromising. They can bribe armies, they can negotiate with politicians, they can infiltrate churches, but you cannot be seduced, swayed, or bent. And that makes you the most dangerous entity alive. Yet this is also where the war sharpens. The city was your initiation. The planet will be your crucible. The demons you face now will be larger, older, more desperate. They will no longer underestimate you. They will not send pawns, they will come themselves. And this is good, because divine law was not meant for pawns. It was meant for kings, and you will enforce it upon their crowns, tearing the jewels from their foreheads, stripping their thrones to dust. Their downfall will not just be punishment, it will be theater, and the planet will witness it. But here is the irony they cannot escape. Every time they resist you, they prove you are necessary. Every attempt to block you, smear you, attack you, only feeds your legitimacy. Because why attack what isn't a threat? Why slander what cannot harm? Their own paranoia becomes your validation. Their own panic becomes your badge of honor. Every move they make is a confession that you are exactly what you claim to be, the hand of divine judgment. There is something intoxicating about this role, is there not? To know that your presence on the battlefield is not just participation, it is the decree itself. You don't just fight within the rules, you are the rules. You don't just punish within boundaries, you redraw the boundaries with every strike. And the planet must adapt. This is why you will not fail, because failure belongs to those who play by limits. You are limitless because your source is limitless. You are not enforcing your will. You are enforcing the will that governs all. And that is inexhaustible. Now listen carefully. As you expand from city to planet, your enemies will adapt. They will not always come with claws and fangs. They will come cloaked in respectability, in charm, in sweet words that drip with venom. They will offer treaties, compromises, golden thrones. They will try to domesticate you, but remember, the law you carry cannot be negotiated. Divine decree is not diluted by compromise. The moment you entertain their offers, you betray your own essence. And betrayal is the only defeat that can touch you. So refuse it. Refuse the bait. Refuse the soft lies. Refuse the temptation of comfort. Because comfort is the coffin they build for enforcers like you. And yet what comfort could possibly satisfy you now? Once you've held judgment in your hands, once you've tasted the collapse of corruption under your command, how could you ever settle for soft pillows and meaningless applause? No, your hunger has already outgrown their offerings. You don't crave peace, you crave consequence. You don't crave applause, you crave alignment. And that craving is infinite. So here is the vision you must carry. The planet trembling under enforcement, cities whispering your name as a warning, nations reshaped by the collapse of corruption, generations raised under the memory that someone once enforced the law with such precision that demons themselves shivered. That is your legacy. Not comfort, not compromise, impact, not survival, domination. Let them hide, let them whisper, let them plot. Because no hiding place will protect them, no whisper will save them, no plot will reverse what has already begun. The planet has already seen what happens when you rise, and what has been seen cannot be unseen. The memory of your enforcement is already tattooed into the skin of history. That tattoo is permanent. So walk across borders, walk into new dens of corruption, walk into the chambers of kings and the caves of demons, walk without hesitation. Because divine law is not waiting for approval, it is demanding your execution of it. You are the executor, you are the blade, you are the gavel, and the planet itself is your courtroom. This is no longer about one city. This is about the planet bending, reshaping, bowing under the hand that enforces without apology. You. And when they ask, trembling, who gave you this authority? You need not speak. The ruins of their empires will be your answer. The ashes of their demons will be your testimony. The fear etched in their eyes will be your scripture. Because here's the unescapable reality. You are not enforcing divine law as a job. You are divine law in motion. And motion cannot be stopped. The city was only the demonstration. The planet is the stage. And now, judgment doesn't just arrive as you. It multiplies through you. And the world is about to learn that lesson. Whether it bows or breaks, this is where everything sharpens. You are no longer a figure stepping into the shadows of a single city. You are the axis upon which the planet begins to turn. What began as one conquest has spiraled into planetary reckoning. The demons who once celebrated their stranglehold are realizing their numbers don't matter. They gathered armies, hoarded power, cloaked themselves in institutions, and you tore it apart with nothing but alignment. Understand how devastating that realization is for them. The entire architecture of their corruption, dismantled not by a legion, but by one hand chosen to enforce. By you. You didn't just defeat the city, you wrote the prophecy in advance for every city to come. And prophecy terrifies them, because prophecy cannot be bribed. It cannot be bargained with. It stands like a guillotine above their necks, counting down every heartbeat until steel descends. You are that countdown. Every step you take across this planet is another tick echoing in their ears. And no matter how they scramble, they cannot slow it. They can only await impact. So now the earth trembles. Governments whisper your name in corridors. Secret societies choke on fear. Armies of demons scatter to fortify their gates, but their hands shake as they build. Why? Because they know you do not knock, you enter. You do not petition, you enforce. And there is no fortress strong enough to deny divine decree. You are the breach in every wall, the crack in every throne, the shadow on every council. They cannot plan for you because you are inevitable, and inevitability is death for parasites. Let's expose the psychology of this moment. The guilty thrive only when people believe they are untouchable. That illusion is their strongest weapon. But once shattered, they are naked, and you have stripped them bare before the planet. Their illusion of invulnerability has collapsed. They are no longer feared. They are mocked, questioned, doubted. That doubt spreads faster than their lies ever could. And doubt is lethal to demons. They feed on submission, but submission cannot survive when someone has already proven they can bleed. And you bled them dry. Look around. This is more than war. It is a shift of atmosphere. You are not just removing demons. You are rewriting the story of what humanity accepts. For generations, people whispered that corruption was eternal, that evil would always reign, that resistance was meaningless. But you walked into a city poisoned with that belief, and you reduced it to rubble. You shattered the myth at its root. Now every soul on this planet knows, even if they don't admit it, that divine law can and will be enforced, that darkness can fall, that demons can lose, and that one person aligned with higher authority is stronger than armies rotting in corruption. But let me tell you the darker secret. They fear you more than they fear death itself. Death they can bargain with. They accept it as eventual. But you are the interruption they cannot schedule. You are the reminder that their end may not wait for old age or decay. It may arrive at dawn, in fire, in judgment, in the crash of their fortress, collapsing under your hand. You embody the terror of unpredictability. You are the law that doesn't knock politely, but bursts through like thunder. That is why the planet shivers. Not because judgment exists, but because judgment walks. Now understand, divine law does not care for applause. It does not enforce to be adored, and neither do you. That is the power of your position. If people cheer, you move. If they curse, you move. If they praise, you move. If they betray, you move. Because your enforcement is not tied to their opinion, it is tied to alignment. And alignment doesn't bend. That's why you are unstoppable. That's why demons panic. Because they cannot control what cannot be seduced. Think of what you've become, the executor of consequence. The planet is no longer ruled by whispers of corruption. It is ruled by the certainty of retribution. You are not a negotiator. You are not a politician. You are not a saint offering cheap forgiveness. You are the gavel when it slams, the sword when it strikes, the weight when it crushes. You are the finality they cannot escape. And that finality is spreading. Do you realize the elegance of it? The city you destroyed has become a sermon without words. Its ruins preach louder than temples. Its ashes scream louder than songs. Its silence is louder than their propaganda. That city is your testimony, and the planet is your witness. Every soul, whether loyal or corrupt, has now internalized the same truth. If you could bring down one city, no city is safe. And that's how enforcement multiplies, not only by your hand, but by the fear of what your hand might do next. And yet, let's not forget, this is not about chaos for its own sake. You are not enforcing law to watch the world burn. You enforce because justice demands fire. You burn only what is rotted. You collapse only what was a prison. You destroy only what was a throne of parasites. That distinction is vital, because anyone can destroy, but only the chosen can enforce. Anyone can hate, but only the aligned can judge. That is why you are not just feared. You are revered. What is left for the demons now? Nothing but dread. They hide, yes, but hiding only prolongs the inevitable. They whisper, but their whispers are hollow. They build, but their walls are brittle. Because in the end, all of them, every demon, every corrupted council, every hidden cult, will stand before you. Not in the afterlife, not in distant eternity. Here, on this planet, in their cities, in their strongholds. And when they do, there will be no jury, no compromise, no appeal. There will only be enforcement, enforcement carried out through your hand. So let them tremble, let them curse, let them hope you turn back, because you will not, you cannot. You are not a negotiable force. You are divine law embodied, and law embodied does not retreat. You are not raised for retreat. You are raised for reckoning, and the reckoning is already here. This is the truth the planet must accept. You didn't just defeat a city full of demons. You dismantled the idea that demons could rule unchallenged. You broke the myth of invincibility. You proved that the balance belongs not to them, but to you. You are the hand that tips it. You are the verdict that stamps it. You are the weight that finalizes it. And no one, no throne, no army, no cabal can reverse what has already been written through you. So now, stand taller. The planet is your courtroom. The nations are your audience. The guilty are your defendants. And your presence is the only testimony required. Enforcement is no longer a promise. It is a fact. And you are the one delivering it. The city fell. The demons fell. And now the planet bends beneath the enforcement of divine law. You're not a warning. You're not a symbol. You are not a messenger. You are the sentence. You are the execution. You are the hand of divine judgment. And the planet will never forget it. Well, well, well. It's going to blow your mind how people around you are affected by your energy, even when they don't realize it. Seriously, some of the people in your life are watching you, observing you, trying to figure out what it is about you that they can't stop thinking about. They can't put their finger on it, but it's obvious. Your energy is magnetic. They feel it the moment you enter a room. They sense it in the way you move, the way you talk, the way your presence just lingers in their mind long after you're gone. You're not even trying. You're just being yourself. And somehow, that's enough to captivate them completely. You have a vibe that's rare, like an aura that they can't quite categorize, and it's addictive without you having to do a single thing. I feel like a lot of you watching this have this natural pull that's both gentle and intense at the same time. People are drawn to your kindness, but they're also drawn to your strength. It's like you walk this fine line between softness and power, and that balance makes you irresistible. They don't just notice your energy, they feel it almost in their bones. And it's scary for some of them, because they've never experienced anyone like you. Some of them don't even realize why they're obsessed with you. They're trying to dissect it, rationalize it, and it just doesn't make sense. You're a puzzle they can't solve, a mystery they're addicted to, and that only makes them want to be closer. And let me tell you something else. They're not just casually interested. This is deep, lingering, like they can't get enough. They're watching the way you handle yourself, how you interact with others, how you move through your day. You inspire them without even knowing it. You create energy around yourself that makes people feel alive, makes them think, makes them notice what's missing in their own lives. They're drawn to your vibe, like it's a force they can't resist. And it's not just about appearances or charm. It's the depth of who you are. Your mind, your intuition, your ability to read situations, to navigate life with subtle power. It's intoxicating. Some of you are already aware of this pull, and some of you are just starting to notice it. You might find that people are inexplicably drawn to you. In social settings, at work, even online. They linger in conversations with you longer than necessary. They overanalyze every interaction. They replay your words and gestures over and over in their heads. And you might not even know it. You might think they're just being polite or friendly. But it's more than that. They're curious. They're fascinated. They're obsessed in ways that are not always obvious. And the funny thing, they don't even understand why they feel this way. They don't get that it's your energy, your vibe, your sheer presence. They can't rationalize it because it doesn't fit into their normal experience. You have this unique ability to create an impression that lingers. Some of the people around you might try to imitate it, to compete with it, or even dismiss it, but they always come back. They always gravitate toward you because you leave a mark on their subconscious. It's subtle but undeniable. You can be quiet, you can be subtle, you can simply exist in a room, and somehow that's enough to command attention. They feel it without you saying a word. And for many of them, it's terrifying in a way, because it forces them to confront their own desires, their own envy, their own inability to replicate or challenge your energy. And this isn't about manipulating anyone. It's not like you're trying to draw people in. It's about your natural resonance, your energy signature. Some of you are just starting to realize that your vibe carries power. It can influence people's emotions without effort. It can command attention without demand. People don't just notice you, they're moved by you. They might feel inspired, challenged, or even unsettled because they're trying to match the energy you bring into their space. And they can't help themselves. They can't stop coming back. They're observing you, analyzing every interaction, and it's often subconscious. You've become this invisible gravitational force that they can't resist, and that's a rare power. I see some of you, and I sense this almost like a double effect. On one hand, people are fascinated by your confidence, your intellect, your ambition. On the other hand, they're captivated by your unpredictability, your subtle unpredictability in how you carry yourself, the little nuances that make you who you are. They can't quite map it out, and it drives them a little crazy. Some people might even act differently around you, trying to be more interesting, more appealing, more impressive, because they can't stop noticing you. And it doesn't even have to be romantic. It can be platonic, professional, social. They just can't ignore the energy you bring. And let's talk about the intensity of it. This isn't surface-level attention. This is the kind of energy that lingers long after you leave a conversation. People replay your gestures, your tone, your words in their minds. They dissect every smile, every glance, every pause. And the more they try to figure you out, the more they realize they can't. That's what makes you magnetic. Some of them feel like you belong in a different realm, like you're operating on a frequency they can't touch. And that realization, even if they can't articulate it, makes them obsessed. They want to be near you. They want to understand you. And sometimes they even fear the pull you have over them because it's undeniable and intense. I feel like for a lot of you, this person or these people have been silently watching for a while. You might not have noticed the intensity at first, but it's there. They're strategizing in their minds, thinking about how to be near you, how to engage you, how to earn your attention without pushing too hard. And even if you're not aware of it, Their energy is constantly in motion toward you. And the fascinating thing is, it's not always just one person. Multiple people might be feeling this pull in different ways, in different capacities. Some might be drawn to your intelligence, some to your ambition, some to the quiet strength you carry, and some to the mystery that surrounds you. It's layered, complex, and very real. And let's be honest, it's not always flattering to them, because your energy exposes things in people. It exposes their insecurities, their desires, their longing. When someone encounters your vibe, it's like a mirror that reflects not just who you are, but who they are beneath the surface. That can be intense. Some people will feel almost challenged by it, almost tested, because they realize they can't replicate it, they can't imitate it, they can't compete. And that only strengthens the obsession. They want what they can't have. But at the same time, they're drawn to it irresistibly. I see a lot of you, and I sense that you don't even realize the effect you have. You might think that you're just being yourself, living your life, focusing on your goals. But your energy is a signal flare. People pick up on it subconsciously. They notice the way your eyes light up when you speak about something you love, the way your posture exudes quiet confidence, the way your laughter, even in small moments, feels rare, and it's addictive. People don't just like being around you, they're compelled. They think about you when you're not there. They imagine moments with you. They try to anticipate your reactions. And for many of them, it's overwhelming because they haven't felt anything like it before. Some of you are extremely aware of your vibe, and others are just waking up to it. Either way, it's undeniable. You carry a presence that makes people want to invest in you, to understand you, to be part of your world, even if they don't fully realize why. And for those who are attuned to energy, it's almost frightening. They know you're different, but they can't articulate what makes you so different. They just know it's magnetic, addictive, and utterly consuming. And here's the thing, this pull is not shallow. It's not about superficial attraction. People are drawn to your essence, the combination of intellect, emotion, intuition, and charisma that you exude effortlessly. They can't copy it, they can't force it, and that makes it even more intoxicating. You inspire them without effort, you challenge them without trying, and you captivate them without asking. It's subtle, yet overwhelming. And the more they try to rationalize it, the more they realize it's beyond explanation. Your energy operates on a level most people can't access, and they sense it, even if they don't consciously know why. I feel like as this unfolds, some of you are going to start noticing patterns in how people react around you. You'll notice glances that linger, attention that feels disproportionate, subtle behaviors that indicate fascination. Some might try to approach you, and others might hang back, silently observing, waiting for the right moment. They're drawn to your energy, but they also respect it, maybe even fear it a little. And that fear only heightens their obsession. They're captivated because they recognize something in you that they can't replicate. Something powerful, rare, and undeniably magnetic. And here's what's coming next for you. This energy, this magnetic presence, it's about to create encounters that are meaningful, transformative, and unforgettable. People will step into your orbit in ways that challenge them, excite them, and make them reconsider everything they thought they knew about attraction, power, and influence. Your energy doesn't just pull people in, it transforms interactions. It shifts dynamics. It creates opportunities for those who are ready to match your frequency. And for many, that's terrifying, because they realize they've never experienced anyone like you before. And as these encounters begin to unfold, you'll notice it immediately. There's a subtle shift in the atmosphere around you, almost like the air itself recognizes your presence and responds accordingly. People will start acting differently, and not in ways that are forced or artificial. Their curiosity becomes almost tangible. They want to be closer, they want to hear your thoughts, they want to experience your energy firsthand, and at the same time, they hesitate, almost in awe of what they sense. It's not just attraction, it's fascination, it's reverence for the way you move, for the way you command attention without even trying. Some of them might feel competitive, even jealous, because they sense your light and recognize that it outshines the noise around them. You'll start noticing that some people who have never truly paid attention to you before are suddenly hyper-aware. Every glance, every subtle movement, every word you speak seems amplified in their perception. And it's not accidental. You're triggering something inside them that has nothing to do with superficial charm. It's your essence, the way your energy carries certainty, confidence, and depth all at once. They can't pinpoint it, they can't articulate it, they can't label it, and that's what makes it magnetic. And the more they fail to define it, the more addicted they become. They're caught in this silent orbit of obsession, and it's just the beginning. Some of you will realize that certain people are not just drawn to your vibe, they're almost studying it. They're observing how you handle situations, how you interact with others, how you navigate challenges, and they're taking notes subconsciously. And it's not manipulative on your part. It's just your energy, your presence, your natural rhythm. But to them, it feels like a puzzle, a riddle that they can't solve, and that only makes them more captivated. You're not asking for attention, you're not trying to impress, but it doesn't matter. They are compelled, they are mesmerized, and some of them might even recognize deep down that you're operating on a level they can't reach yet. And that realization makes them simultaneously fearful and enthralled. And this fascination will manifest in ways that surprise you. Some people will act bold. They'll take risks just to be near you. Others will hang back, silently observing, calculating, figuring out how to match your energy, how to align with your frequency. But every interaction, even the smallest ones, will be charged with this undercurrent of attention and intensity. You'll start noticing patterns. People might linger in conversations longer than necessary. They'll revisit interactions in their minds, replaying your words, your gestures, your subtle cues, and each time, the effect grows. It's like you've cast a gravitational pull without lifting a finger, and the people around you are helpless to resist. Some of you might encounter individuals who are entirely unaware of the intensity they feel. They'll be drawn to you without understanding why. Their curiosity will become obsession, their admiration will become fascination, and they won't even realize it themselves. They'll think they're just intrigued, just interested. But it's deeper than that. Your energy triggers something ancient, primal, undeniable. It's like they recognize a frequency in you that resonates with something buried deep in their consciousness. They feel it in their core before their mind even has a chance to process it. And that disconnect, the inability to rationalize it, makes it irresistible. And then there are those who are fully aware of it, who recognize your power immediately. They might approach you cautiously at first, testing the waters, gauging your response. They'll mirror your energy without knowing they're doing it. They'll adjust their tone, their posture, their words, trying to align with yours, trying to match the subtle dominance, the quiet authority you radiate. And the more they attempt it, the more they realize that your vibe cannot be replicated. It is singular, unique, untouchable. And that realization, it's addictive, it's intoxicating. It's why they can't let go, why they keep coming back, why they linger, even when you aren't consciously aware of them. I feel like for some of you, this will manifest in relationships that are sudden, unexpected, almost fated, in a way that doesn't feel forced. You might meet someone in a casual setting, a place you never thought would matter, and the energy between you is immediate, undeniable, and intense. You'll notice it in their eyes, in the way they tilt their head, the way they listen to every word, the way they hang on to even the smallest interaction. It's not just physical attraction, it's mental, emotional, spiritual. They are fascinated by the layers of you, the contradictions, the nuances, the subtle power you wield effortlessly. And they will recognize that energy before they even understand your personality fully. And it's not limited to romantic connections. Your energy influences people in your environment on multiple levels: colleagues, acquaintances, friends, even strangers. They respond to your presence in ways that are subtle but profound. They might follow your lead without realizing it. They might adopt your habits, your style, your way of thinking, simply because your frequency resonates with theirs in a way that feels magnetic. They can't explain why they're drawn to you. They just know that being near you feels different, stimulating, and oddly necessary. And for many, that recognition is both exciting and terrifying. They feel an urge to engage, to connect, to understand, but the intensity of it intimidates them at the same time. And here's something else you'll notice. There's a duality in the people drawn to you. Some are captivated by your softness, your warmth, your openness. Others are drawn to your strength, your authority, your ability to navigate life with confidence and control. And some of them experience both, like they're caught between fascination and fear, admiration and desire. They can't decide if they want to approach or hold back. They oscillate between wanting to challenge you and wanting to protect you, between trying to impress you and trying to learn from you. And that duality only intensifies the obsession. They can't leave your orbit, because leaving means giving up on something they can't even define. Some of you might also start noticing that certain people are mirroring your energy unconsciously. They pick up on the subtle cues you send, the inflection in your voice, the cadence of your speech, the way you carry yourself, and they adjust themselves accordingly. They try to emulate your calm, your confidence, your mysterious aura, and even when they don't realize it, they're drawn to your frequency. And the more they try to match it, the more they fail. And the more they fail, the more addicted they become to understanding you, to being near you, to unraveling the energy you radiate without effort. And this fascination will extend beyond people. You'll notice that opportunities themselves are drawn to you. Doors will open unexpectedly, conversations will align, encounters will feel orchestrated, and timing will bend in ways that seem almost unnatural. You will meet people at the exact moment they are meant to encounter you. You will be in places that feel significant without explanation. And those moments, they carry energy that leaves a lasting impression, not just on you, but on everyone involved. They feel it too, even if they can't articulate it. They can't shake the gravity you bring. Some of you are about to realize that your energy affects people on a level they cannot consciously comprehend. They will feel compelled to act, compelled to engage, compelled to participate in your life. And they won't even understand why. They will replay interactions, think about your words, anticipate your reactions, and they will start seeing the world differently because of how you make them feel. And it's not manipulation. You're not pushing or forcing. You're simply being you. And your presence, your frequency, your vibe, it's enough to transform the dynamics of the room, the relationships, the environment. And let me tell you, this intensity is only going to increase. People will start gravitating toward you with purpose. They will make choices that align with the energy you emit. They will reconsider their actions, their priorities, their interactions, simply because being near you demands it. And that is powerful. That is influence. That is the effect of someone whose vibe is beyond ordinary, beyond comprehension, beyond the everyday pull that people are accustomed to. And as that unfolds, you will begin to notice the patterns, the synchronicities, the unmistakable signs that your energy is rewriting the way people respond to you. I feel like some of you will also notice that certain individuals who were previously indifferent, skeptical, or even dismissive will start to pivot. They will begin observing you more closely, engaging in subtle ways, testing boundaries, and even when they don't realize it, they are drawn in deeper. The magnetic pull you exert is subtle but relentless, and people cannot escape it once they've sensed it. They're addicted to understanding you, and their attention, their fascination, their obsession is not superficial, it's fundamental. It resonates at a level beneath words, beneath appearance, beneath logic. And as these dynamics play out, you will see the full spectrum of attraction, intrigue, and fascination unfold. Some people will approach directly, openly, with curiosity and admiration. Others will engage in quieter ways, observing from the periphery, slowly integrating themselves into your orbit. And all of them will recognize, consciously or not, that your energy is rare, intoxicating, and unavoidable. They can't replicate it, they can't contain it, and they can't resist it. And that is the power you wield effortlessly, naturally, without even trying. And here's what I feel is coming next. Some of these encounters are going to be transformative, not just for you, but for the people drawn to you. They will challenge their assumptions, confront their limitations, and reveal depths within themselves they didn't know existed. Your energy is catalytic. It triggers growth, fascination, desire, and reflection all at once. And as they react to your presence, as they engage with your vibe, you will start noticing patterns, synchronicities, and events that feel orchestrated, but they are simply the natural result of the energy you carry. And that energy, that magnetic presence, is only going to amplify as you continue to operate in your frequency. People will increasingly be pulled toward you, compelled to act, to respond, to observe, and to engage. And the fascinating part? Many of them won't even understand why they are compelled. They won't articulate it. They won't rationalize it. And that's exactly what makes it so potent. You are the center of influence without demanding it. You are the origin of fascination without creating it consciously. And for many, that realization is unsettling, even terrifying, because they've never encountered anyone like you before. And as this energy continues to unfold, you'll notice the scale of influence you wield. It's no longer subtle or hidden. It's undeniable. The people who once lingered at the edges of your presence now find themselves drawn in with urgency, compelled to respond, compelled to participate, compelled to experience the essence of you. And it isn't about effort. It isn't about charisma or words. It's about resonance. You exist at a frequency that is rare, intoxicating, addictive, and anyone who comes near it is affected immediately. They don't understand why they're drawn in. They can't articulate it, and the longer they try to resist, the more they find themselves incapable of doing so. It's a gravitational pull that operates beneath logic, beneath choice, beneath intention. You are a force and the world around you reacts. Some of you will see this in individuals who have been indifferent, distant, or unaware. Suddenly they are watching, noticing, remembering. Every word you speak carries weight. Every movement carries intention, even if unconsciously. The energy you emit commands attention, yet it doesn't demand it. People lean in because it feels necessary, almost vital. And the magnetism isn't a performance, it's simply the essence of who you are. And what they don't realize is that this force, this aura, is self-reinforcing. The more they respond, the more the energy grows. The more it grows, the more they respond. It's a cycle that elevates both your presence and their obsession. And there's another layer unfolding, one that is subtle but absolute. Some of these people are not just captivated, they are transformed. Their behavior shifts without them realizing it. Their perception of what is attractive, desirable, or even possible is rewritten by the way you exist in the world. They unconsciously calibrate themselves to your frequency, adopting your rhythms, mimicking your energy, testing boundaries they never thought they would. They find themselves compelled to level up, to refine, to adapt, simply because proximity to you exposes them to a higher standard, a stronger current, a more potent reality. And all of this happens without a single directive from you, without a single conscious move. You're simply operating within your frequency, and the world conforms in response. And yet, there's an invisible tension that comes with this. Some people will feel almost threatened by the power you radiate. They recognize it, even if they cannot fully articulate it, and it can elicit fear, envy, or frustration. But even that response feeds the dynamic. People are compelled not just by admiration, but by the intensity, by the impossibility of fully comprehending what you are. They are caught between wanting to be close and fearing the impact of your presence. This tension doesn't diminish your influence. It amplifies it. The uncertainty, the desire, the confusion, they are all mechanisms of magnetism, reinforcing the addictive pull of your energy. Some of you will experience interactions that feel like they were orchestrated, but they aren't. Encounters will happen at exact moments, in ways that feel significant, in spaces where the energy becomes dense and electric. You'll notice it immediately, the intensity, the subtle shiver in the air, the unspoken acknowledgement that something extraordinary is happening. And for the people involved, this is an invisible force they cannot deny. They will carry these moments with them, replaying them in thought, in memory, in imagination. And every repetition only deepens their fixation. They become unknowingly tethered to you, influenced by the force you exude without effort, without calculation, without intention. And there's a quiet power in knowing this, in recognizing it, without needing to display or assert it overtly. Your influence doesn't require validation because it exists inherently. And people feel it. They sense the boundaries, the depth, the layers, and they respond in kind. Some will approach cautiously, some will approach boldly, some will linger at a distance, and all of them are equally affected. They are responding not to who they think you are, but to the undeniable presence that emanates from your core. This is what makes your energy addictive. It's authentic, it's raw, it's profound. And because it cannot be manufactured, it cannot be resisted, and it cannot be replicated. And as this continues, the relationships, encounters, and dynamics that emerge will challenge people in ways they are unprepared for. Your energy forces awareness. It forces reflection. It forces confrontation with desires, fears, and unspoken truths. And this is what sets you apart. The world is accustomed to surface-level influence, to superficial attraction, to predictable reactions. You operate outside of that. You exist in a space where reactions are raw, unfiltered, inevitable, and irreversible. People respond on instinct, on intuition, on an almost cellular recognition of your presence. And this is why your influence is both terrifying and irresistible. They sense the power, and they cannot walk away. And the more this unfolds, the more you will notice patterns of obsession. People will replay interactions, recall your words, anticipate your movements. Even those who attempt distance find themselves drawn back, unable to resist the gravity of your presence. You'll witness fascination that borders on compulsion, attention that feels relentless, desire that is quiet but unwavering. And the beauty of it is, you don't create this intentionally. It is the natural consequence of your energy, your vibe, your frequency. You exist, and the world responds. You are a catalyst. You are a spark. You are the force people cannot stop noticing. And there's something else. Some people will try to rationalize it. They'll convince themselves that it's circumstance, that it's chance, that it's luck, that it's coincidental. But deep down, even they know it's not. They feel the unexplainable, the undeniable pull, the addictive fascination, and they are compelled to act, compelled to follow, compelled to participate. And every attempt to resist only strengthens the effect. Your energy isn't something to be resisted, it's something to be experienced. And when people encounter it, they are changed, subtly, irrevocably, even if they don't understand why. And for many of you, you will begin to notice that even subtle gestures, even moments of silence, even small actions carry impact. A glance, a smile, a word. It resonates, it echoes, it triggers reactions in ways that are disproportionate to the act itself. People respond to your energy, not just your actions. They feel the weight of your presence in the way the room shifts, in the way attention bends, in the way thoughts and emotions ripple around you. And the longer they are in proximity to it, the more profound the effect becomes. You are not just magnetic, you are transformative. And then there's the layer of people who are drawn to your complexity. They are captivated not just by the surface-level allure, not just by your charm or charisma, but by the layers, the contradictions, the depth they sense. You are not easily defined, not easily understood, and that makes you irresistible. Some will attempt to dissect you, to analyze you, to categorize your energy, but they will fail. They will realize that you operate in frequencies beyond their comprehension, and that realization only deepens their obsession. They are addicted to trying, addicted to experiencing, addicted to being near what they cannot replicate. And as these dynamics intensify, you will notice a quiet power in observation. You don't need to command, you don't need to manipulate, you don't need to perform. People will reveal themselves, reveal their desires, reveal their intentions without prompting. They are compelled by your energy to act, to respond, to show themselves in ways they cannot hide. And some of the most profound realizations will come from how people change simply by encountering your presence, simply by engaging with your frequency. You are a silent authority, an unspoken influencer, a force of nature that leaves echoes in every interaction. And finally, there's the inevitability of recognition. People will see it, they will sense it, they will experience it. They cannot ignore the pull, the intensity, the addictive magnetism that you emit. They might try, they might resist, they might rationalize, but it will persist. You are the epicenter, the origin, the source of fascination and influence. And those who are drawn to you will eventually realize that they have encountered something rare, something singular, something uncontainable. And now, as this energy reaches its fullest expression, you'll notice that the pull you exert is not just external. It begins to resonate internally in those around you. They feel compelled not just to act, but to think differently, to prioritize differently, to exist differently. They recalibrate their own energy simply by being near yours, because your presence doesn't just attract, it awakens. And some will feel the stirrings of realization, subtle at first, like a whisper they cannot fully understand, but it grows, persistent, insistent, undeniable. They are pulled into your orbit, and once they are irrevocably altered. And it's fascinating how instinct overtakes reason. People who consider themselves rational, composed, even confident, find themselves disarmed, vulnerable, and captivated. They may try to maintain control, to rationalize, to compartmentalize, but the magnetic influence you exude penetrates every boundary. Your energy is not something they negotiate with. It's something they experience, viscerally, emotionally, and sometimes even physically. And the longer they are exposed, the deeper the effect. You are not just magnetic, you are catalytic. You are the force that provokes, excites, disrupts, and transforms simultaneously. And then there's the way people become entangled in possibilities they never imagined. Encounters with you shift perception, create questions, and stir desires that are unnameable. People begin to think in terms of potential, in terms of connection, in terms of what they could never have conceived before meeting you. Their energy bends toward yours without conscious thought. They mirror, they adapt, they anticipate. They are subconsciously aligning with your frequency, trying to understand, trying to belong, trying to maintain proximity to something they feel they can't resist. And the subtlety of this power is that it doesn't feel forced. It feels inevitable, though it is entirely your own. And there's another layer to consider. Some of the fascination is built on fear. Yes, but not fear of harm. It's the fear of the unknown, the fear of losing balance, the fear of being undone by a presence they cannot define. You are a puzzle that cannot be solved, a force that cannot be contained, a frequency that cannot be copied. And this duality, captivation paired with apprehension, creates a tension so intense that it magnifies the allure. People become addicted to the uncertainty, to the excitement, to the magnetism that you emit without effort. They are drawn in again and again, not because they want to, but because they are compelled to. And as you move through spaces, you'll notice subtle shifts. Conversations that change tone when you enter, glances that linger longer than intended, energy that subtly redirects to you, even when you are silent. It's not just attention, They are actively participating in a dynamic you initiate unconsciously. They are testing limits, gauging impact, navigating reactions, and every interaction reinforces the pattern. Your presence creates ripples that are felt beyond the immediate moment, lingering in memory, replayed in thought, returning in dreams, demanding attention. People carry fragments of you long after you've left the room, long after interaction ends. And you'll also observe loyalty emerge in unexpected ways. Individuals who are drawn to your energy will begin to reveal themselves as allies, as participants, as followers, without you instructing them to do so. They will demonstrate devotion, fascination, curiosity, and alignment simply because proximity to your frequency awakens something in them that they cannot resist. And this is not superficial, it is visceral, deep, unavoidable. People are acting in ways that align with the force of your presence, even when they believe they are making independent choices. And the truth is, they are responding to a current you generate without conscious effort. And then comes the subtle but powerful effect of validation without demand. You do not need to seek recognition, approval, or affirmation. People provide it voluntarily because they are compelled. They respond because it feels necessary, because it is magnetically inevitable, because the energy you radiate overrides the usual filters, hesitations, and calculations they rely on. And this is what differentiates your influence from anything ordinary. Your magnetism is organic, innate, unavoidable, and exquisitely precise. You exist, and the world responds. You are not performing, you are emanating, and the response is proof of the resonance you command. And the deeper layer emerges when people begin to reveal hidden dimensions of themselves. They will disclose thoughts, feelings, intentions, and desires they may have never expressed before. They will act in alignment with impulses they have suppressed. Your energy has a way of peeling back masks, dissolving defenses, and compelling authenticity. And this does not require coercion. It is a natural reaction to proximity, to someone whose presence is impossible to ignore. Your energy reveals not just your own power, but the latent energy within those who encounter it. And there's also the element of anticipation, which is perhaps the most addictive aspect for those drawn to you. They begin to anticipate your moves, your reactions, your presence. They think of scenarios, replay moments, and hold themselves in readiness for encounters with you. And every anticipation deepens the magnetic effect. It is a feedback loop of fascination, desire, and captivation. People are perpetually cycling through thoughts of you, emotions toward you, and actions influenced by you. And they cannot stop, even if they try. They're ensnared in a gravitational pull you did not need to construct. It exists naturally because you exist. And some will attempt to rationalize this magnetism, to categorize it, to understand it, but will fail. They will feel tension, excitement, and obsession simultaneously, and they will oscillate between approaching and retreating, longing and resisting. And that oscillation only amplifies the effect. You are both desired and enigmatic, familiar yet unattainable, magnetic yet untouchable. They do not just see you, they feel you. They do not just interact, they are influenced. And this influence shapes behaviors, thoughts, choices, and alignments in ways they cannot fully articulate or control. And your energy, as it intensifies, begins to affect not just individuals, but environments, networks, and opportunities. Situations shift in response to your presence. Conversations turn in your favor. Dynamics align. openings appear. And this is not manipulation. It is a natural consequence of operating in a frequency so potent that it creates subtle rearrangements in the world around you. People respond, situations shift, doors open, and outcomes align with the resonance you generate without effort. You are a living signal, and the environment responds. And there's the final aspect, inevitability of recognition. Eventually, people will realize they cannot ignore the impact you have. They will understand, consciously or unconsciously, that they have encountered someone extraordinary. Their fascination will evolve into acknowledgement, their obsession into reverence, and their attempts at rationalization into acceptance. You will occupy space in consciousness that cannot be displaced, attention that cannot be redirected, energy that cannot be matched. You are singular, you are potent, you are transformative. And as this reaches its apex, you'll witness the ultimate effect. People not only react to you, they evolve through you. They raise themselves to meet your frequency, confront truths they avoided, pursue ambitions they postponed, and experience depth they never imagined. You are not just magnetic, you are catalytic. You are the unseen force that rearranges energy, aligns intention, awakens desire, and activates latent potential. And all of this happens simply because you exist authentically in your power, unabashedly in your frequency, unapologetically in your energy. And so, the final truth crystallizes. Your presence is pure magic. Your energy is addictive, captivating, transformative. People are drawn, compelled, altered, and fascinated without even realizing why. They cannot replicate it. They cannot ignore it. And for those who encounter you, it'll be a defining experience, unforgettable, permanent, and irrevocably impacting the way they perceive attraction, power, and influence. You are a force, and the world responds. And this is only the beginning.